What effect does war and crises have upon the stock market? Well, if you remember the pandemic, the stock market really took a great big nosedive. I'll tell you what Renee and I did. We put money in when it went very, very low, and I'm glad we did that. But I did a little research looking back at different wars and different crises and what effect it had upon the stock market. For example, when President Reagan was shot, that was in 1981. I'm looking at it right here, March the 30th of 1981. And that day, the stock market went down. It was a downturn. In fact, for 2 days, it was down. 2 days later, it was back up. Isn't that something? The President of the United States of America shot, and he survived, of course, and we were thankful for that. But it only lasted 2 days, the effect. Now, when Pearl Harbor was attacked, now that had a decimating effect upon the stock market. The stock market went down the first day almost 4%, and then overall the total downturn on the S&P was down almost 20%. How long did it take to recover? Over 300 days. About 11 months before it recovered. That was a big downturn. It was extended. Out of my chart that I'm looking at right here, the Boston Marathon, that bombing at the Boston Marathon, that had an impact. The 6-day war, the Suez crises. I'm looking at all these different ones here. They all had an impact. And so right now, there's a war that appears to be looming. Does that mean that if the stock market goes down, that you should take all of your money out? No, I would not do that. Now, I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I don't plan to take all my money out if there's a big downturn because of a war coming. No, because in all likelihood, every other time it has rebounded. And so, if anything, rather than taking money out, you may want to put money in. I hear some people say it this way: looks like the stock market went on sale. You can invest at down times and wait for the market to rebound and actually make some profit. So if a war breaks out in the next few days or tomorrow or whenever, there could be a downturn. I'm going to ask you, do not panic. A Christian shouldn't panic anyway. We don't live by fear, we live by faith. But we want to use our best senses, even in this area of economics, and be good stewards of what finances that we have. So if you have money in the stock market, if there's a big downturn, I ask you, I urge you, please do not be rash and take all of your money out, because in all likelihood, in a short period of time, it will recover. But you could consider putting a little additional money in. Don't live on the edge. Keep your contingency funds. Make sure you're giving in the cause of Christ. Do not be filled with greed. Do not hoard money. Invest in the cause of Christ. I'm hoping to have my biggest year ever right now in giving. And it looks like the Lord's going to allow that by the grace of God. That's what we want, Renee and I. We want to be givers, not takers. And the Lord is helping us be givers. Now, we're all thankful for that. But do not panic if we have a real downturn for a few days if a war breaks out. That's my best advice. People have asked. That's my best advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a little servant of the Lord. But those are my plans based on my experience, upon my research, and upon my belief in God and my study of the Bible. May God bless.